So someone asked me the other day, like, if I could distill my message down, what would it be? And I think one of them, I've got several kind of mantras that I followed, like life is beautiful if you know how to look at it and that kind of thing. But one of my mantras is only when we are truly ourselves can we live a life that is truly our own. And it's important that we live a life that's truly our own, because when we don't, we end up living life according to other people's values. And it's like when you're trying to cycle somewhere on your bike, but your wheels get stuck in tram lines, and you're pedaling along, but you can't quite go where you want to go. You might end up in roughly the same direction, and if you're lucky, you might even end up where you wanted to go in the first place. But chances are you end up somewhere really not quite where you wanted to be. And this happened to me. So I spent a long time kind of looking for advice, looking for reassurance from external sources, looking for validation and permission. I was sort of always asking, what shall I do next? Is this the right thing to do? Is this the right direction I should be going? And then what happened was that I started to go in the right direction, but then I started to veer off course because I had no faith in my own ability to take decisions and take chances and to decide what to do next. I was always looking for approval and permission from other people. And what happened was my life veered off course. I thought I was making the right choices. I thought I was making the right decisions. And I ended up having to support myself with other jobs, and ultimately ended up as a van driver. I was getting up at like 3:30 in the morning, driving through the night to the depot, and then visiting all houses all over the south coast of England for quite a long time, driving this van. And don't get me wrong, I loved the job, but it was probably when I was at my lowest. I was pretty depressed at the time. It was unsociable hours. I mean, I love being out on the road, don't get me wrong, I love driving, and I met some of the most amazing people you could ever imagine doing that job. So it's not any comment on the job itself, but it's not where I thought I was going to end up. And it's all because I lost sense of who I was, because I was seeking other people's guidance in life rather than finding my own. So you have to have faith in yourself. And it's like Marcus Garvey said, I think it was Marcus Garvey, and he said, that he who has no confidence has twice lost at the game of life. He who has no confidence has twice lost at the game of life. So you've got to have confidence to make your own decisions, to go out there and do things. And sometimes if you don't feel strong enough to do that, just make a decision about something, about anything, even if you don't care what to have for dinner, what to watch on TV. If normally you just say, oh, I don't mind, I'm not interested, get into the practice of making decisions and then start doing things without asking for permission, without asking for validation. Suggest what to do, suggest where to go somewhere, take a day off and go to the beach. Do something that you've decided to do for yourself, because it's an important skill. It's empowering, it builds confidence, and it enables you to live a life that is truly your own. And don't get me wrong, it's a practice. You have to keep doing it. You have to keep doing it, and you will always have to keep doing it. But ultimately, that is the only way to break free from these tram lines that will keep you trapped, going in the wrong direction. A direction that is not for you, but a direction that may lead in roughly the same direction that you want to go, but really it's a direction that has been decided by somebody else, and you don't need to live their life. They're living their life. You've got to get on with living your life, and that's the only way you can really be satisfied and content and happy. Alright, so there we go. Thought for today. It's cold out here. You can see my breath steaming out my breath because it's cold. But I don't get a chance to do these as much as I would like, because I don't get much time alone. Here on the station is my only chance, really, before I jump in the car and drive home. Have a great evening, and hopefully I'll post another one with you soon. Cheers, bye.